own thing, and
Wow.
people get
I got to
shot.
get one of these haircuts.
Yeah, of course, you got to
Yeah.
get one, and you'd be surprised.
Where can I buy
I
that
want to
chain?
use it.
Hey?
Hey,
Where can I buy that chain though? You should be
you,
selling this gear.
You want it?
You should be
You
selling
can
this gear.
take it, mate. Doesn't matter.
Huh?
You
Are
can
there
take
many
it. I'll buy
Iranian?
one for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, cool. Are there any many Iranian people you know on the coast?
Not many, but I know a few.
Yeah.
A few old Iranians. They left before the revolution happens in our country, which
Yeah.
is 36, 35 years ago.
Right.
They're pretty old. They have, they have
Yeah.
big businesses over here. They're very successful people.
Uh-huh.
I know Sohail Abedian.
Yep.
If you know,
Yeah.
he built Q1, and
I didn't know
he's
this from Iran.
he's a good property developer, and
Yep.
he's a good builder. And,
Yeah.
he's Persian.
Yep.
And also, we like to be called Persian
Okay.
instead of Iran, because Iran is a new name for our country. In Persia,
yeah,
it's
right.
one of those old typical names that we love and we're proud of.
Yeah,
It comes from the back in Persian territory and Persian empireship and
I
this kind of
get
stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's what Artemis, my old flatmate, used to say. I'm Persian, and then I went, "Are you from Iran?" She goes, "No, it's Persia." I went, "I grew up when I was young, knowing that there was Persia out there."
Yeah.
So it makes more sense.
Yeah, Persia.
So, I mean, it's a beautiful word, Persia. You know, you just say Persia.
Yeah, exactly.
It's, just,
And
it's much easier.
Persia was one of the biggest empireships and one of the longest kingdom in the world. Kind of 700 years we had kingdoms in our country until in 70s. So 36 years ago, Islamic revolution happened in our country, and new government came up and fucked everybody. And
Right.
last good news
Yeah.
was 36 years ago, when people never heard of good news again.
Right.
So
Right, so that
our
explains
country
everything.
just goes down, and that's why people are running away from the name of Iran and are running away from being Iranian, and they don't want to admit the new stuff. So we're just glad of what happened before. Yeah.
I'm glad you told me that. I didn't know that. But that's what Mona, my old landlady, said. They fled because they, like, I'm not religious, right? I just
Same here. I don't follow any religion.
But Mona said she was Christian, so their family were loosely Christian.
Yeah.
So they fled the place because they heard stories of their friends getting just thrown into, so they like fled and went to.
This
Sydney.
government is against all religions.
Right.
So we have Orestians back in our country. We have Baha'is, Christians, Jewish,
Yeah, which is Sahil.
Sohail is Baha'i.
Yeah.
And these old religions they lived happy ever after back in the day, and no one had any problem, and everybody were like friends, like Australia. Like you talk, you have a Jewish friend, you have a Christian friend, and you have me who don't believe in shit. And but now you have no option. There is no option for choosing. If you're born what they tell you to do.
Wow, crazy.
And staying up against that is death.
Crazy.
So if you want to change your religion, or you want to convert your religion to anything else, or you want to give up, you will understand that you don't believe of anything.
Yep.
So what they do is to just hang you out, to kill you with no court, like death penalty without court.
So it just happened.
It's just.
Yeah. Do you have family here?
No.
Do you want to talk about it? Do you have?
No, yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't have any family. I just moved here by myself. I moved with my girlfriend.
Is it easy to leave Iran, like Persia? Is it easy to actually go?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this or not, but I came to Australia on boat. I'm a refugee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you?
I came on the boat from. I was in a Christmas Island, and
Where?
I went through that. Yeah. I had to leave my own
Wow.
country. I had to leave my own
know
country.
this. Yeah.
Illegally, because I was in a big trouble of because of my own religion that I didn't believe anything, so I was in a big deep shit.
Wow.
I was almost dead, so I ran away from my life.
Unreal.
Yeah.
And what does that mean? Does that mean you come up with money, pay someone, and to meet you?
What happened was I was first year university student. I was studying at university, and something came up, and I don't really want to be specific about this, because But I'll tell you this much, that I mentioned that I don't believe anything they do believe. And I said, man, don't worry about your religion. I don't believe in your God, and I don't believe your prophets or anything. I'm not prying. Because, I'll tell you something, this between... we have 80 million population in our country, and I believe 89% of that population don't believe of anything.
Right.
They don't believe in religion because we didn't have religion back in the day.
Okay.
We are what we are, and nice people, easy people. We don't.
Just people. Yeah.
They don't practice. They don't pry. They don't give a shit. They don't hate everybody.
Right.
But this religion makes you hate everybody because that's what they teach you.
Right.
So I stood up and I said, mate. I didn't say mate.
You said
mate is
mate.
just
Listen.
what is just I learned since I came in. Mate. You know what? Fuck off.
I'm putting my thongs on.
Yeah, I'll put my thongs on. I'm gonna get my scooter. I'm gonna get out of here. You can't fuck all, mate. How was that?
Yeah,
I'm pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I'm pretty good.
Excellent.
And 2 a.m. in the morning, they came to my place. Knock knock. Who's there? Fuck off. They put something in my eye. They took me for 28 days. Not even my family knew where was I. So I was locked up in a single cell.
Right, dressed as police?
No. Just like normal people. Yeah, but like government. And they took me, they locked me up for 28 days. I was the last day, and my father found out where was I, and then they found me a good lawyer, got me a break for a day. On that break, this is a long story, but I'm gonna tell you the short way. Yeah. On that break day, I came out, drive for 20 minutes towards my house, and in the way we just swapped cars. I went to a trunk. I was in the trunk of the car. It was a Chevy, and drive for 12 hours to the northeast of our country, and then I took off of the trunk, and I had no idea where was I. I was just dealing with some people. It was like mafia. I would dealing people, like converting people from this country to other.
Yeah.
And I just walked out of the border, went to the Turkey, and we had to walk for 18 hours, I think, with just a small bottle of water.
Yeah.
Walked for 18 hours. We got to Turkey. They gave us a new passport, like a fake passport, but like a Persian fake passport to fly. And then we flew. It was a few of us. We didn't know each other, so we got there in the same time. So, and then we moved to.
Were you freaking out? At the time, were you going? Like seriously, you went from comfort.
Wasn't
freaking out.
It wasn't comfort, but I was. Believe it or not, I wasn't scared because I was waiting to that 28 days. Every day they used to that 28 days. A lot of shit happens, and they came to me every 2 times a day. They used to feed us for lunch or dinner, no breakfast. It wasn't bed and breakfast. It was 2 times a day they used to feed us, and then that 2 times they used to remind me that you are gonna die, and then an hour also you're gonna hang out, and this is your time's coming to die. And I'm like, I was going crazy, sitting in a room with no lights and no one's to talk to. You don't know where you are. You don't know what happens. You don't know nothing, and you don't know when you're gonna die. So you're already a dead person in there.
Okay.
So I escaped from that. Was a big tip for me, so I wouldn't worry about it. I was just running away from my life, and I was happy that I didn't die yesterday.
Yep.
Of course, I was freaking out. I was
still
young
in a
and
situation,
had no idea what is going on, but I was going for some lights. I was seeing some lights at the end of the road, so I was following it as fast as I could. Got in a plane from Turkey, landed in Indonesia, and it was in Jakarta. Mm-hmm. We landed in Jakarta, and in Jakarta the guy came out, picked us up, and we had no idea, no phone, nothing. We went to a place with no technology, no TV, no one around. It was like a Barry place. It was like it's a really quiet place that you should shut up and do nothing until somebody come and tell you what to do. 60 days later, waited 60 days to get on something, and then 60 days later we got on the boat, and we were supposed to be in the way for 32 hours from Jakarta to Christmas Island. We landed in Christmas Island, and we unfortunately lost in the ocean with a really small yacht, which was 70. I don't know what size was it.
How many cars put together? Like
cars?
Yeah, like
3 cars.
3 cars long. So
yeah, 3 cars long,
small.
and really small boat, and like a really old small fishing boat.
Okay.
With 2 young Indonesian
crew
captain. Hey, captain, little boy.
And you didn't speak the language?
No.
Wow.
You don't. You can't talk.
Yeah.
You're freaking. You're middle of nowhere. We lost in the ocean. We had to throw up everything that we had because all the boat was heavy. 79 people on that boat, and it was too heavy. We almost lost our shit, and everybody were vomiting, and they couldn't talk, and they couldn't think, and we could not
Was people
reach.
panicking? And people were like, shut up, stop, don't panic.
Everybody, no one had any energy to panic because you get seasick and you vomit, and then you have nothing. When do you want to talk? You just vomiting.
Surviving.
That's a yellow vomit comes out and disgusting. You don't want to even talk. You don't like mentally. You can't concentrate to talking.
Wow.
You're just freaking and sitting down or laying back, and you try to sleep.
Wow. That's proper survival. Everyone's in a trance.
That was the second time I died.
Wow.
I saw my death with my own eyes, and I'm like, all right, this is the end. I just want to enjoy last minute of my life. This is middle of ocean, beautiful. Sun comes up every day, and I can see the moon at night. Better than a single cell, and
sure.
I can't see anything.
Still on an adventure of some.
Yeah,
kind.
it was. It was hope.
Something for your human brain to go. Yeah, there's something. I'm still on a mission.
Exactly. I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't done.
Can I ask? Was the crew confused, and they would be the ones, or the captains going?
The crew was
they're lost.
3 different nationalities.
Right.
4 actually. Persians, like 12 Persians, 10 Sri Lankans, 40, 50 Afghanis, and a few Iraqis.
Yeah.
So pretty much not many people could talk to each other except their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after the 5th day, apparently Australia has some airplanes that goes around the ocean to find the refugee boats and take photo and stuff. And they found us with those airplanes, and 12 hours later, Australian Navy found us middle of the international ocean.
Right.
So we pretty much was lost, and we just got lucky. I don't know what happened. It was just magical. Yeah.
Did you just, what was the first, okay, they picked you up. Yeah, keep going. I want to know what was the first thing you ate, and what did they give you?
The first thing I ate,
thank you. I'm just genuinely safe. They put on some sort of.
The first thing I ate was soap.
Yeah.
I was wet the whole time from the ocean water, from the salty water. All my skin was burned from the sun, and all the rashes and all the pimples from the salty water. So I couldn't even sit down because all my body was about to disappear when you get that salty water. That happens to you. I don't know what happens in exact words, but first thing I did when we landed to Christmas Island after 8 days in the ocean with no food and no water, I just went to shower, and I had a big shower like for 3 hours, and sitting and laughing myself and being the happiest person. Yeah. And I can't remember that night. It was the first night after 6 months I could sleep with no dream, like no nightmare, no dream, nothing. When I woke up, I couldn't remember anything. That was one of those nights that I really... First thing I ate was cake.
Yeah.
A muffin, I think, a chocolate muffin.
Yum.
With a tea. Yeah, it was really good.
Was it good?
It was good.
Just safety and just you're on
security, life, hope.
Yeah. Were you in there long?
In Christmas Island, I was in Christmas Island for 3 months.
Okay. Did it? Mm. I've seen
Christmas Island wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Apparently, my mum went there on a cruise ship. Cruise ship stopped there and refuel, I think.
Yeah.
And I saw photos from the other side. like I said, beautiful part of the world.
Yeah.
The actual island on the other. Little does anyone